Oh, I might have gotten it. I think I got it.
Yeah?
Yeah, hold on.
What was wrong?
It just, for some reason, it wasn't on. The microphone input wasn't on like the whole computer.
Really? That's really odd. All right. So testing. Okay.
We're back.
All right, folks. I'm really sorry. You probably heard absolutely nothing while we were just kind of working around here. But what you saw at the beginning of the live stream, for those of you who stuck around, is that we had this brilliant idea of bringing the cats together for a meal, and that would help corral them into one spot. And we mentioned that we have Lord of the Rings playing in the background because, again, this is a journey. It's a journey of our cats and us. And plus, I kind of like the music. But anyhow, that's kind of where we are. And I'm not sure exactly what else I mentioned before I realized we had an audio problem. But one thing that's most important to mention is that Pippa has joined us. This is Pippa's first time on a live stream. So there is so you guys have got to appreciate this when you're live and you're talking, and then the wife yells over to you off screen, and it's like, come on.
I wasn't yelling.
Yeah, no, you're not yelling. You were just
I was pantomiming.
distracting. Anyway. So I hope everybody's doing well. Michelle will be off on the side monitoring the chat just to see if anybody is going to say hi and talk with us this evening. We have a couple of folks that have joined in, and don't be shy. Feel free to ask questions as we kind of go along with this.
Yeah, he's trying to sleep.
Well, I'm surprised. Well, in a minute. So in a few minutes, we're going to show you guys something. And so we mentioned on this channel before that we have a litter robot. So that's wonderful. Did she just turn off the music? All right. One of our kittens just touched the remote and turned off the music. So, hey, it's live. All right. So one of the things that I thought was really, really special and cool is that our my mother-in-law, Michelle's mom, gave us a litter robot. And that was amazing. Don't mind that sound that you hear in the background. Tilly is yet again in heat. Okay. I'm going to get back to the litter robot in a second, but I got to talk about the heat. I got to. So this happens she's in heat usually for about 5 to 6 days. And then she's off by about 2 days, and then she goes right back in heat. So, you'll hear her now. We've kind of gotten a little bit better with managing this. We try and get her a lot more pets and play with her. What I've noticed is she likes to bring a lot of toys along. So unfortunately, while I'm working, she'll bring toys over to me, but I'll just redirect her over to Michelle. Tilly loves to play fetch. So of course, and being the fact that she's my girl, she always tries to engage me first. So she'll bring that over. She picks up. Do you see the stick toy that Michelle has? All right. she will pick that whole stick toy up and bring it to
Very
me
long.
during my workday because she wants me to play with her. Now, obviously, while I'm working, and of course I'm at home, it's difficult to train, and and the cats don't understand, but it's difficult to break away from what you're doing to indulge, which is something I actually do very infrequently. I feel bad about it, but it is what it is. In the mornings, in the evenings, I definitely play with her, but she just wants to play with me during the day. So it is what it is. But it's just really funny, And Michelle was reminding me earlier today that I actually wanted a dog, but she didn't think that would be a great idea with Pippa, and but I feel with Matilda that I did get a dog because she does a lot of dog things, and she's so trainable. So it's I also refer to her as my best friend. Okay, because honestly, at this point, she sort of is. So anyhow, as I was talking about work, there is a program that we have set up where when you get recognitions, you are able to exchange them in, you get points every time that you get somebody publicly recognizes you. So, and if you get enough points, you're able to, did you see Pippa? She thought it was one of the kittens. So, anyhow, you can exchange them in for goods. And obviously, I don't buy a lot of stuff for myself. And I really wanted to, I've been thinking like this litter robot has been so helpful, and it's helped with the litter box aggression that you can see on our channel with the other items that we have. The other videos and things that we've talked about with litter, the litter box issue. So what we have here is a second litter robot that I was able to, again, exchange in for points. And so that's what you see off there. And so what we're going to do, we brought it out of the box.
Vanna White.
Vanna White, exactly.
I mean, for anyone who knows who Vanna White.
So we brought it out of the box, and we are going to kind of set it up here. And you can watch how our cats kind of just get interested in what we're doing. Doesn't matter what age they are. So Pippa, being, a 2+ year old cat, they say, I don't believe that, but that's what they say. Or, our nearly 10-week-old kittens. They're going to watch what we're doing, and they want to get involved. What I've found with Pippa is she actually it almost seems like she wants to help. It almost seems as though she wants to help us with whatever project we're doing. I was painting. She wanted to come over, and she tried to put her hands in the paint and paint the wall with me, which I thought was so funny. But obviously that was several weeks before we got into the kittens. But it was just or Tilly. But anyway, it was just kind of a fun thing. So anyhow, so what I'm going to do is Michelle's going to go ahead and bring out the toy again. She's going to play with them for a little bit. Maybe we'll try and wake up Daphne. And, we're going to bring out a new toy. And we'll kind of let her do her thing for a little bit here. I'm going to go and find Matilda, who escaped the enclosure that we have right now. So the kittens are free roam. They free roam around the house. But right now we have them kind of blocked off just for the YouTube that we have the live stream that we have going right now. So this way they're kind of on camera. And of course, Daphne's like, well, I'm going to go take a nap up there. That is a cute little flower at the top of a cactus scratching post that we have over there in the corner. Like I said, we're down in the basement. Oh. All right. So I'll talk about that too. So if you've noticed in previous live streams, and I think we've talked about it, we have blankets kind of blocking off the undersides of our couches. And the reason is because the kittens like to go underneath there, and we don't really want them in there. So this couch that's down here is where I've been sleeping lately. And, Opal has decided to go underneath there. And sometimes they do. They do go underneath there. Sometimes they go underneath there to sleep. Underneath me while I'm on the top of the couch. But they do. This is where they hang out, and this is where they sleep. And this is where I sleep. So
jumping skills.
Tilly does not always sleep down here. Pippa definitely, usually doesn't. But Tilly's been trying to, Tilly idolizes Pippa. So she will, even though she's got her children down here, she's like, well, Papa's got it. So I'm going to go upstairs and try and make friends with Pippa, who yet has not made friends with her. But that's okay. I think she really does like the kittens. So anyhow, I'm going to leave you guys for a few minutes here with some play. We'll listen in on the kittens if they make any noises. And it's been, I don't know if we've lost some folks as a result of the loss of the volume issue. Okay, so we've lost some folks. Sorry about that, but it's all right. For the folks that are in, feel free to leave a comment. Ask a question, and we'll be happy to answer it. If Michelle happens to get it, then great. I'm going to go and try and find Matilda somewhere in our house, and I will be back. By the way, I'll get that to you. Tilly, where are you?
Miss Tills. Hey. Hey, Stinker. Look at how she stands up on her feet. They like to meerkat a lot. It's where they stand up on their back feet. They all do it. Opal does it the most. And then Penny will do it too. Right, Pen? Let go, Penny. Let go. Let go so I can play. Let go. Come on, baby. It's Opal. Oh, good jumps. Good jumping, Penny. arm, baby.
So I lured my baby girl out with her favorite game. The thing is, sorry guys if I'm blocking your camera.
Yeah, a little. It's all right.
Okay.
We got Matilda.
Now watch. I'm gonna play fetch
We're
with
gonna
her.
do fetch. Hold on. You want me to move?
Tilly,
Matilda, watch
Fetch.
Papa.
fetch. You see it? Come on.
She did.
She was too busy watching her kids.
Go get your fetch.
Baby.
Papa's got fetch, baby. Tilly.
Fetch. Fetch. It's a fetch, yeah. Okay, come on. Watch
Tilly.
me. Watch me. Fetch. Bring it back, baby.
Yeah, good
Good
girl.
girl. Good girl. Yeah. Fetch. There. That's good enough.
Mm.
No, don't, because it's just going to distract. Now she wants to play with that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. I thought you said that's enough.
Oh, no. I said that was good enough.
Oh, because she didn't bring it all the way
No,
to
she
you.
didn't. Yeah.
You want to play fetch? Okay, play fetch.
No, we'll do it in a second. Let's bring out the litter box
With the
that I
robot.
have been advertising. All right, so hi, sweetheart.
Okay.
Hi, sweetheart.
I am gonna need some litter.
Yes, I will get that first. Okay, the first thing is we got this awesome mat.
Yeah, it came with like extra stuff, which is so cool.
Tell them about it.
So it came with a litter mat that kind of goes in front of the robot. It has a, it's like the ones we already have, but it has a cutout for where the robot goes. See, a nice cutout in the front there. You can see, it's roundy. We'll put that in front of the robot.
Yes. So the reason why you would do that, for those, I assume most people that are watching are either interested in cats or may know about cats. And again, that's not everybody. But she knows what it is.
Well, you can't go yet. There's nothing in there.
So when they leave the litter box, they sometimes still have litter on their paws. And so the mat is a great thing that catches the litter inside the mat itself. And so you don't have it tracked around your house. You're not going around. And again, I mean, it's not like you're not vacuuming. We do vacuum because we're getting, pet hair up and things like that. Pippa's got a decent amount of fur, so
she already has a lot of fur.
She does. But yeah, I mean that's
and it, there's this like litter blocker that I just kind of attached 2 seconds ago, which is supposed to prevent them from getting a lot of litter out, but our cats are really sloppy, so it still comes out.
Yeah, sometimes, depending on who it is. Okay, Pippa is an absolute queen.
Yeah, she is.
So she's not, but Tilly, on the other hand, is a little sloppy. She's a little sloppy. All right, so and it comes in this really nice bag.
Right, very fancy.
Okay, so we're just going to go on ahead and throw it on over here in the corner, like so. There we go. Now, and then we can adjust the mats and stuff. But let me.
We probably won't be able to use it because I do have to connect it to like my phone and the internet and stuff. So, but we'll show it to you. Just kind of how it works. I have to plug it in. So it does connect to the internet, and then it also connects to your phone. So it can send you like when the litter's too low or when the bin is full. What? I'm on the TV.
I'm just making sure.
Yelling. Hopefully they can hear me.
Yeah.
So it can send you notifications. It can also tell if by weight of the cat who is going potty. so it can kind of help you keep track of who's using it based on weight. That might be a little hard for like the kittens because they're all around the same weight, but like Pippa and Tilly, we could probably tell who's who.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so the thing is, you know, Pippa is twice the size of Tilly.
Okay.
So Tilly is about 7 pounds. Come here, baby. Come here, sweetheart. You're my good friend. I love you. Tilly's around 7 pounds. Pippa is probably around maybe 14 pounds. She's overweight, obviously, as you can tell. She's an overweight cat. But that is a work in progress and something we've had to put on hold. So, however, we will definitely get back to it and try and, you know, make her a little bit more healthy as time goes on. But the most important thing now is to make sure that they are integrated together.
It's Tilly. He's so nosy.
So we are at the bottom of the hour. Feel free, anybody who's tuning in, to ask a question. You do have to be signed into YouTube to ask a question or to leave any comments or anything like that. So,
you want me to put the odor thingies in?
Yeah, that would be great.
Did
you put in the litter?
Not yet. No, I'm going to do this.
Right.
Please don't go in there.
So Tilly is always so curious.
Nosy.
Yeah.
So it did come with the there's a area, I'll open it and show you, where you can put these. They're called odor traps, and they kind of help keep the odor down. The waste goes into a little drawer underneath, so it's not supposed to smell too much anyway because it kind of contains it. After they go potty, it kind of drops into a drawer and filters. But these just help anyway in case it, you know, some odors try and escape. So there's a filter place. Excuse me, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Okay. So you can open the top, I guess. Oh, hold on.
Now remember, we had a block over here in this corner, which I think we're basically going to remove at this point. It was really cute, and you know, I didn't mind it being over there, but here's the deal with the litter robot. And again, this is not a commercial for this product. All right. So these things are very expensive. And like I said, I mean, we haven't actually paid for these. So we got one as a gift. The other, you know, we were working through points, and actually we paid the balance on the points, and my mother-in-law paid the balance on that. So there you go. But they're expensive. They are expensive things, and the only reason why we're using these, well, there's two reasons why we're using these. So I will repeat. The one reason is that we have this. Oh, look at in the background. Did you see Tilly and Pippa? They kind of like looked at each other. That's sweet. That's very sweet. And actually, yeah, and Pippa's like, "What are you doing?" There has been conflict over the litter box, and part of that has to do with the pregnancy and the hormones and delivery and nursing and all that stuff. What the litter robot does is it cleans it after every use, which is so important because it brings the second reason. We have 5 cats living in our house right now. Okay, go ahead. Did you want to mention something else about the odor traps that
no,
you
they're
just
just
did?
really nice. They're natural, so they use like natural herbs and stuff to kind of to collect the smell, just to keep it fresh. And the cats are sleeping in the bag.
That's funny.
And it's also a bed.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the drawer. So the whole step, I don't know if you can see that far, comes out. And there's a bag.
Mm.
So basically you could just, when it gets full, you just take the whole bag out and you can put a new bag in. Of course, Litter Robot sells bags, but you can use just some garbage bags or something.
Yeah, right.
You know, I mean, they gave us extra bags, so we'll use theirs, but once those are gone,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, come on, you're going to do the most economical thing you can. So, anyhow, it really, to me, this is a nice thing because when we're dealing with 5 cats, okay, these guys, of course, can hold. So I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but your cat can hold their waste and their urine for at least 16 hours if they really wanted to. So you'll sometimes see. So we brought Pippa in for a vet appointment because we were worried about what was going on with her stomach, and she had some vomiting issues and stuff, and they did an X-ray, and in the X-ray, they actually saw some waste. Actually quite a bit of waste because she had been holding it for a long period of time. They can do that. And and so I don't know why she was doing that. I don't know if it was because she was uncomfortable going to the bathroom because of Tilly and the whole aggression and everything, and so she was waiting. And if you want to know more about that and issues with litter box aggression, you can, if you're newer or if you're just tuning in, feel free to go back to one of our previous videos. Now, what you see what Michelle doing right now is she's setting up the litter robot to her phone. So there's an app on the phone, and you can track who's going into it, and based on their weight and who's used it. And that's important.
Scan a QR code on the back of it. Hold on.
Okay.
So annoying.
This is important because so now we are pet owners. And this channel is about the journey that we have with our cats and as pet owners. And we try and give as much cat education as we can. But as I have mentioned in several videos, we are not experts. We're just not. I couldn't tell you that I've had, a degree in catology or whatever. Of course, we do a lot of research, and my favorite resource for cat-related things is actually Jackson Galaxy. But there are some things with Jackson Galaxy that he'll tell you that is, just so on point, but at the same time, is a generalization of what would be great in an ideal world. And I'll tell you that, so Jackson goes in and it sounds as though, it sounds like he's got a lot of cats in his house. I don't know the number, but he does. So the deal is, he wants to be able to scoop the litter box and see what's going on with his cats. And I have no idea how he tracks who has gone in the litter box. But I actually feel like this is more efficient because you can tell based on the weight who's gone in there. Now, here's what happens. This thing cycles and it puts it into the bin there. And so basically the waste goes into the bin, and your cat is left with fresh litter, which is again so important because for whatever reason, hey babe, can you step up? Do you see Tilly getting on your shoulder?
Mm-hmm. Where do you want me to go?
Just kind of step out of it so that way we can see Tilly and Pippa. In case they do something cute, which would be so awesome to capture. But yeah, there, so the thing is with the litter robot is that you can tell who has kind of gone in, and at least that gives you an indication. Now, the issue is you have to be very on top of it if you want to see what's kind of going on with your cat, and you're not going to know until you take a look at the drawer, because so it might be a little bit delayed, and then you'll have to monitor your cats at that point. But at least for us, because again, we were using the regular litter box and scooping, and that's great, but I don't know who's gone in and who has used it, and that's a problem if we go to the vet and they want a stool sample, and it's like, well, I got 5. So I can tell right now, who is a small kitten versus who is, a larger cat, just based on, sort of the sizes. But I'm not going to know when they become similar size cats. So, it's important. Now, obviously, if you know the weights of your cats, then you're going to be able to know. You can have an idea of who's gone in there. They're not all going to be exactly the same weight, and the litter robot is going to be able to check that. So that's a great thing. But again, the issue that we have is I cannot go clean the litter box every time somebody has used it. And that has been a source of contention between Tilly and Pippa. And it doesn't mean that that's always going to be a source of contention, because, again, there's a lot of hormones and things going on with Tilly. And, to be honest, Pippa's a pretty mellow cat. Mm-hmm. So she can accept a lot of things. But she's, obviously being attacked is not one of them. And she is not going to be told that she can't use the litter box either. So she's just going to go in and use it, regardless of what the other cat thinks. So it's been helpful. I have not seen the level of aggression that we did without these items. And again, I can't. So imagine if you had to leave the house every day for work and you're gone for 10 hours. How are you going to handle that, as cats are using the bathroom? So as I go back to what I had previously said, where they can hold their waste, they can also go to the bathroom every couple of hours if they feel comfortable. And, a lot of the cats do. It's a very comfortable environment that we try and provide. And, as long as nobody's attacking each other, and they're generally not, then there you go. So that's really why I wanted to, bring an extra one into our house. And I'm hoping that these things will help, and will help clear up a lot of things. But I also got to be honest, if we're thinking about it being a 5-cat household, which, again, you guys know my preference if you've been following the channel, then we need help. And, obviously I'm not going to hire somebody to come in and clean my litter box. You know what I mean?
Have those?
Right.
You a thing?
Right. So, but there's a lot of things, and let's be honest. We are currently in, as you're watching this live stream, 2023. There is going to be a massive wave of automation that you'll see, and robotics that will probably go on maybe for decades, as long as we don't nuke ourselves. But
okay.
But
did we lose some viewers on that one?
Oh gosh, I hope not. So but anyhow, but I mean, and I don't think so, because you know what, at the end of the day, there's always rational people. Anyhow, so the the help with machines, I mean, this has been going on for centuries now. You go back from, um, think about tractors, right? So, that all of these things, horses. We're not riding around on horses anymore. We have machines to bring us around. Of course, we call them cars, and we get personally attached to them. But these are things that have replaced an animal's job. That used to be a mode of transportation for most of the Western world and into Asia. So it is. This is a continuous thing. And if there are things that you can bring in your house that make things better, then hey, you know what? Why not? And that includes vacuum cleaners and other things. When we get to the level of the Jetsons, where you have somebody coming in and cooking for you too, that would be amazing.
Get a Rosie.
So, but and we could see that in our lifetimes. We really could. The people that watch that program, Jetsons back in the day, probably will never, won't see that. But those of us who are alive today will ultimately see that. It doesn't mean it's going to be good. It just means you'll have a meal. But hey, that's what happens when you go to Taco Bell too.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Taco Bell.
Hey, robot, I didn't put any litter in.
I kid, but actually, do we need to put litter in?
Actually, it's rolling around. I don't know what it's doing.
Is it all set up?
Yeah, it's ready.
I thought I have.
Okay. I know.
Litter. I will go ahead and drop
Well, no, it's doing something. You gotta wait.
I see.
I don't know what it's doing, but you have to.
So anyhow, I am sorry that we don't feel comfortable with leaving a comment, and that's okay. Or asking a question, that's fine too. We'll just kind of watch these guys play, and if you have anything on your mind and you're signed into YouTube, feel free to go for it. Yeah, there she is. She likes that.
Hey, girl. I mean, they're all girl. Hi, girl.
And that's our original girl, yeah.
Everybody's saying, except Daphne, she's sleeping.
Yeah. Daphne has no idea what's going on.
Can I get that? Can I have that, please?
But
Can I get that?
Daphne also sleeps very hard.
There's no litter in it, Hips.
Is it done doing what it's doing?
Yeah, you can do it. No,
She's just curious, really. Most
there's
of the
like a
time
circle in the bottom. You don't want to fill it more than the circle, or it'll waste it.
Okay. All right. So we also use Pretty Litter. Again, not a commercial for Pretty Litter. Nobody. This is not a monetized channel, and we
do not have
sponsors.
We do not have sponsors. I mean, we could. Hello, Whisker, Litter Robot, Pretty Litter. Fancy Feast. Anybody?
Yeah, right.
How do you circle it? Okay. You can. There's a scoop right next to you.
That's right. It's clean litter. It's clean litter.
I know.
So what does that mean then? Like,
What?
so I've kind of filled it up. Oh well, you know what? I feel like
Yeah, you want it up to the kind of up to the line. Otherwise, it kind of wastes the litter. It'll waste it if you fill it too much.
How does it waste it?
It'll drop it. It doesn't fit in the.
Oh.
So it sifts the litter to get the waste out. But if you put too much litter, then it doesn't fit in the sifty thing, and then it'll just dump it in the.
We have a little extra. That's okay. Go ahead, Hips. You want to take a dump?
Not like you don't use it.
Oh, we will definitely use it. Hi, sweetheart. Did you want to look at this? You want to play with the litter box?
Oh God,
Litter
no.
bag?
They'll rip
gosh.
it open.
So, anyhow, I was going to talk this evening as well, and I feel like we've got a little bit of extra time since we're not answering questions or anything. I was going to talk about the cat's eyes. So I feel as though this is one of the more interesting things about cats. Okay, I'll stop her. Thank you, sweetheart. No. Did you see her trying to bite? Now, we only have 10 minutes left, so I will actually keep it rather brief. But in the animal kingdom, there are not that many. Here, Tilly, come here. Can you take a look? Do you see her eyes? Look at her beautiful eyes. She's so aww. I love you so much. Here you go, baby. So, what you'll probably notice with cats is they have this vertical slit in their eyes. This is not a common thing in the animal kingdom. So, cats are descendants of their larger mammal I guess folks will say, "Oh, hey, Alexa," and we have we have some other, we have some people saying hi, coming in a little bit later into the thing. Hi, guys.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining. So, I'll talk about. So, feel free to ask a question, and we'll kind of stop about this. Eventually, I may wind up posting a video about it, but I think it's super interesting. Their eyes, because this is actually very uncommon in the animal kingdom. So, being descendants of lions and tigers and like the bigger cats. The bigger cats do not have eyes like cats do. Our cats and your cats all have this vertical eye structure, and so do only a couple of animals. So reptiles, snakes, alligators, foxes have this structure with their eyes as well. And why is that? Because they are predators that are close to the ground. So they're smaller stature. So again, I mean, you see it with foxes. They're a very small version of a dog, and you can see it, of course, with our cats and with snakes and alligators, because this actually helps them with hunting at certain times of the day. Cats have what we've talked about before is a level of night vision, and that night vision really comes in handy as a result of those pupils, that vertical pupils, which helps them to filter in the light. So when light comes into a cat's eyes, and you'll notice this in the daytime, they're very thin and vertical, and you can see that structure. And if they're in a good mood, so we can go into the whole thing about if they are not, or they're excited or ready to pounce on something. Hi, sweetheart. So like in this case, a little bit less light in the room. So her eyes are not so much vertical.
It's hunting time.
And you're at hunting time, so hi, sweetheart. But as light comes into their eyes, so if it's the middle of the day and the cat's in a good mood, then you'll normally see their eyes being very slitted and vertical. They start to puff out the less light that they're getting in, and so then you'll kind of see them a little bit more dilated. Okay, I'll answer that question in a minute. What's my favorite cat? Anyhow, as it comes in, the reason why you can see a cat's eyes glowing in the dark is, as light hits our eyes, it sends information to our brain. And for the cats, it gives them a second chance. So it hits this barrier in their eyes, and it brings light back and allows them to be able to see in the dark. And that's the reason that you can see them glow, when it's dark outside. And so they can see much better than we can in the dark. All right. My favorite cat, hands down, I love Tilly very much. Now, that doesn't, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe Pip. But Pippa was our first cat, and that's a tough question. Okay,
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I have to say Pippa, but I have to say Pippa because she's my girl. But they all are so different, and their personalities are so different.
All right, so what's your favorite kitten? You like Opal.
I do.
My favorite kitten is, I'm gonna be honest, I like Daphne.
Except, yeah, Penny and Daphne like to sit on my lap more than Opal.
Yeah. So I do like Daphne, and because she's just so, I don't know. But anyway, she's my favorite. Any other questions? So we have 3 minutes left on this live stream. Alexa, you got anything? Or Soldier of the One? Have you got anything? And thank you for saying hello.
Now everyone's going to just walk into the litter box.
Anyhow, guys, this has been really different because Pippa has been able to join us, and as you can see, she's in a fantastic mood, and
she's rubbing on the scratcher.
Yeah, we bought this new scratcher to keep her really from scratching the. Go ahead, sweetheart. Go ahead.
It's gonna fall.
It's all right. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. You get up. Your favorite is Opal and Pippa. That's basically what Michelle's is. Yeah. They're all, there's really, it's so funny because it's really difficult to say who's your favorite because they are all very different. And I don't know, so I will say this. My mom had 6 children. So your grandmother, Alexa, and we always wanted to know who was her favorite, and she would always tell us that she didn't have a favorite. I know what she means because now we have 5 cats, and honestly, it's really, that would be like a difficult thing to say.
But who would your sisters say was your mom's favorite?
They would say that I was the favorite. So. And you know what? Maybe I was the favorite. Okay, so anyhow, we are nearly at the end of time for the live stream. It's really been a pleasure, and it's been a pleasure. Oh, yeah, so Alexa says your mom. My mom says you're the favorite. Exactly. Well, she knows. Come on. But I know what she means now, as far as that's like that is a hard question. So maybe one day you'll be blessed with that question that you can't answer. So only time will tell. But guys, it's been a pleasure. This is probably going to be. So I did say we were going to do live streams until the kittens are 10 weeks old. They will be 10 weeks old on Sunday. So we will probably not be doing many. Well, we won't be doing any more for a while. We may wind up restructuring the live streams in the future, and so look forward to that. But
Hard to corral cats.
yes, it's hard to corral kittens, small kittens. But actually, I think we did a good job this week. So guys, obviously we've got more videos coming to the channel, and we will eventually do more live streams, but probably not in the summertime. So I want everybody to enjoy their summer. I love everybody who has joined and everybody who has subscribed to our channel. So thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Have
a wonderful weekend.
Have a great 4th of July weekend.
Have a great 4th of July weekend. And we'll see you in the next video.
All right. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Have a good
you.
one.
Bye, guys.
Bye, baby.